Boamorte. Clark. Sahar! Louis Sahar for Fulham. Now 3-1 to the good on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. And as it stands, Fulham will ease their way through to the second round of the Worthington Cup. Three minutes of injury time are going to be played as Louis Sahar dances into space. Is it going to be 4? It is! Well, I remember reading an internet report by Paul Thorpe that said Louis Sahar could really be a Fulham superstar in the making, and certainly on this second half display this evening, that certainly doesn't sound over the top.
By now, Fulham's healthy appetite for scoring had confined the previous term's goal droughts into the annals of history. But some wounds inflicted under the previous management were still smarting, including Barnsley's thumping of Fulham at the Cottage under Paul Bracewell. Fulham set about showing another of the league's front runners who was boss in a veritable goal fest before the Sky cameras.
Fernandes with a kick. Sahar! Goal for Fulham with just 6 minutes gone. A really dangerous free kick to defend against, and Sahar took full advantage.
Well, it came about from the Uruguayan sloppy play. He really did drop O'Callaghan, hit it. It was a free kick from Fernandes. What a great delivery into the box. I always think when you're measured like that, we've got so much pace, it's difficult to defend against, and that's exactly what Barnsley experienced. And Sahar thumped his header, Miller no chance whatsoever.
Well, typical. Here's Sahar, here's Hales. He's got inside O'Callaghan. Brilliant save by Miller, but Sahar follows up and scores again. And after a scare a moment ago, Fulham again turned the screw, and Sahar gets his second.
Well, it's a very cruel game indeed. It's route one from Fulham. Sahar wins the initial header. Hales does superbly well. He almost looks as if he set himself up to score, but his striking partner is. Sahar threads the ball through the legs of Morgan. Very direct, but very effective indeed.
Lovely dummy by Hales. He's got Goldback ahead of him, and he's got Goldback through here, and Miller brings him down, and the referee says penalty. Despite the goalkeeper's protestations, he was in an excellent position.
Louis Sahar had his name on the match ball by half-time as Barnsley manager Dave Bassett dubbed the match Nightmare at Creighton Cottage.
And Louis Sahar for the hat-trick. You can't keep a good man down. His 5th of the season. What an impact since his transfer here from Metz. 3-0 Fulham in first half injury time. This is Finnan. Goal back ahead of him has continued the run. Now Sahar in space, he's got round the back, Hales! And it is 4. And it's been coming. Neat and precise. Made by Sahar, who's got 3 himself, and taken by Barry Hales. Oh, Appleby's got through here. Consolation on for Barnsley, and he took it really well. 73 minutes played. Thumbs up from the chairman. Playing injury time now, and Fulham may not have finished here. This is O'Callaghan, he's lost possession. Boamorte did really well from that angle. It's a nap hand, 5 for Fulham. And that just about caps Kevin Miller's afternoon in goal for Barnsley. Defensive howler from O'Callaghan, and Boamorte squeezed it in.
Saha has been, a revelation really since he's come here. Obviously he went to Newcastle and things didn't happen for him, and he went back to France. Now he's come over here and he's been brilliant really.
And Louis Saha is clean through here. Should be 2-0, and it is.
With Messi, it was very, very hard because they play more defense, so it was quite hard for me.
Behind Saha, great strike, great goal.
Saha has it now for Fulham. Still Louis Saha, great work from Saha, right foot, oh!
When you come another club, it's you have time for adaptation, and I think my adaptation it's very quick with the team, and when you start play for the first game, you don't know where you go. It's more adventure, and you saw we did well the first time, and after the confidence keep going, and we score many goals.
Clark. Saha!
He came into a new country, new environment, and there from start to finish he scored some fantastic goals.
With the petrol strike in full effect, many thought that Fulham would also be low on fuel, with only 2 days to recover from Barnsley. Despite Burnley's shock 9th-minute lead, an inspired performance by Danish international Bjarne Goldbæk soon made Burnley's early lead a distant memory, as Tiggerar's men slipped into the slick passing that had become synonymous with Fulham by now.
Bjarne Goldbæk then for Fulham. Takes it over the halfway line. Still Goldbæk. And he's scythed down some 15 yards outside the Burnley box. Cynical challenge from the Burnley man, so free kick to Fulham. Bjarne Goldbæk's going to look to level it up here for the Whites. Oh, and he does so with an absolute Exocet missile of a set piece. Fulham's dashing Dane makes it 1-1. That absolutely flew home at the Hammersmith end. Past the diving Burnley keeper, he had no chance. Fabrice Fernandes spins past his man, darts into space and feeds Saha, takes it to a tight angle, but not too tight. And this young Frenchman is fast becoming a legend by the riverside. Takes a hug from Barry Hales. Good work from Fernandes. Threaded it through. Satar took it into the box and finished superbly with his left foot. Fulham 2-1 to the good then. Saha. Brought down in front of the enclosure. Free kick to Fulham. Bjarne Goldbæk's going to take it. And there's Saha again.
The final whistle confirmed a club record equalling 6 win on the trot. The last time was 1958-59, the year we reached the top flight. Perhaps it was to be prophetic. With John Collins still out and Sean Davies taking an ankle injury against Burnley, Fulham's visit to the City ground raised many a question about the strength and depth of Tiggerar's squad. As Rufus Brevitt left the field in the first half with a nasty shoulder injury, the situation was compounded. But another fine away performance made it 7 out of 7.
A goal they have been threatening for some time. And it's Louis Saha, the French forward. Hales and Fernandes dancing his way through. And that is a fabulous second goal from the young Frenchman. Oh, here's another chance. It's Hales. And And it's 3. Forest totally caught napping. And in nipped Barry Hales. They got to sleep at the back. And Hales has taken full advantage.
True to form, the Worthington Cup signalled sweeping changes in the team, with only Mike Taylor keeping his place. But it was a last-minute Chesterfield goal that once again put Fulham in arrears for the second leg at the Cottage. In the run-up to the Gillingham game came the bitterly disappointing news that Fulham legend Simon Morgan was to face another long layoff after damaging cruciate ligaments in his left knee just days after he'd returned to full training following his recovery from a problem in his right knee. But the show went on. Fulham's 8th successive league win of the season saw a return for John Collins, and in the absence of the stressed Terry Phelan, utility man Wayne Collins deputised for the injured Rufus Brevitt.
Steve Finnan in the shadow of the Riverside stand, floats it over to Barry Hales. Oh, that's an emphatic finish. Barry Hales fires home at the Putney end, and Fulham are in front. Superb weighted cross from Steve Finnan, floats over the Gillingham backline, and there was Hales to finish in style. Steve Finnan. Barry Hales threads it through to Lee Clark, takes it beyond the keeper and scores. Fulham 2, Gillingham 0. The name's Clark, Lee Clark. Good ball from Hales. Lee Clark taking it beyond the keeper and just slotting the ball home. Goldbeck feeds Hales. Hales takes it on, weaving his way through Barry Hales. Still Hales. Oh, and that's a wonder goal. The second of the afternoon, Fulham's third. And a sun-drenched Craven Cottage, Hales to Barry.
As Fernandes hit the post for the 5th time this season, Gillingham player-manager Andy Hessenthaler summed up the game in a nutshell, confessing his relief that it was only 3-0. In a repeat scenario of the first round, Fulham found themselves up against a 1-goal deficit in the second round, second leg of the Worthington Cup against Division 3 table-toppers Chesterfield. But goals from Steve Hayward, Kit Simons, Barry Hales and Lewis Boamorti saw Fulham glide through to the next round with ease.
Looks like Stevie Hayward's going to take responsibility for this set piece. Right foot, 1-0. Stevie Hayward's first goal of the season puts Fulham back on level terms over these 2 legs on 33 minutes. Neatly taken set piece, wide of Pollitt. Arguably the man of the match so far. Fernandes with this corner then for Fulham. Touch from Lewis. And the head of captain Kit Simons puts Fulham 2 goals to the good on the night. And more importantly, 2-1 on aggregate. It was a corner taken by Fabrice Fernandes, touch towards goal by Eddie Lewis. And there was captain Kit Simons to nod the ball home. Long clearance from Pollitt. Guided on, looking for David Reeves, but Fulham mop that up and build again. Barry Hales in the box now. Barry Hales must be 3. It is. Barry Hales, 3-0 on the night.